The gentleman from Hennepin, Representative Dehn R.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker and members. I've heard folks say, we really respect what you're talking about, Representative Baker Finn, but yet all you talk about is the economics. This bill or this amendment is much, much more than economics. However, there was an E that Representative Garofalo left off in his opening statement, and that was Enbridge. Because this amendment's about Enbridge. Now, I just want to mention a few comments about some of the things that Representative Garofalo has said during the debate. He said that well, first off, I'm going to make it clear that this is not a repair. This is actually a replacement. And not a replacement, it's a relocation. It's a relocation. So let's be real sure what we're talking about. This isn't going in, taking the existing thing, make it exactly the same that it is. This is changing a route, and it's not all along an energy corridor, as Representative Garofalo said. He also said 75% of it is along an energy corridor. And if I do my math right, that means that 25% of it is not along an existing energy corridor. To the other question that was brought up and challenged on Representative Baker Finn, I hope that Representative Garofalo was listening to, I think it was Representative Barcy, that said the current line is operating at 50%. Through a 40 or 34-inch pipe. If it goes to a 36-inch pipe and operates at 100%, that will actually be more than double that it is right now. So as we talk about this, it's real easy just to throw things out and say words, but our words matter here on the floor. And I'd like to ask Representative Garofalo if he'd yield to a question.
The gentleman will yield. The gentleman from Hennepin, Representative Dehn R.
So, Representative Garofalo, you've talked about this being a replacement. We all know it's really a relocation. Is there anything in law or statute that requires Enbridge to actually go in, take out the existing pipeline that they're going to be creating a new line alongside, and remove it to be concerned for the environment? Or can they just walk away from it and not do anything?
Gentleman from Dakota, Chairman Garofalo.
Mr. Speaker, Representative Dehn, you have laid out two options, and I can assure you that there are more than two options. Under current law, Enbridge cannot just, as you said, walk away from the pipeline. There are sections of the line that are going to be removed if it's ever replaced. For example, in Bemidji, part of that line runs within a visual shot of the Bemidji High School up there. So there are sections of the line that will be removed, sections that will not be, but at the end of the day, we are all better off by getting this pipeline decommissioned and having the traffic move to a newer, safer corridor.
Well, thank you.
From Hennepin, Representative Dehn R.
Thank you, Representative Garofalo. I don't think you completely answered the question, but you answered the question that you wanted to. I'm really upset about how we're talking about this, but I also want something else for everybody to consider, that should there be a spill in the headwaters of the Mississippi, there's over 500,000 people in the metropolitan area that get their drinking water from the Mississippi River. Oh, I just been corrected. It's actually over 1 million that get their drinking water from the Mississippi River. And I know we are talking about how safe pipelines are, and they are safe when nothing goes wrong. But when that thing goes wrong, it can be huge. So 1 million people is, just under 20% of the population of our state that we could be making their drinking water contaminated or actually unavailable for a period of time. And I don't know what type of liability would fall within this as far as Enbridge would have, but to me, that would be very, very catastrophic. And I just think it's really important that we can consider the totality of what we're doing here today and not just the immediate thing that's right in front of us. So I would ask members to vote red.